Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, neither any of these blokes. This is a Tier 8 Premium Tank Extravaganza. That's right, 4 Ace Tanker replays in this video. An Extravaganza featuring the Progetto 46. At least that's what we're going to be starting with. The Progetto 46, expertly driven by Huntsman. Huntsman from Daddy Clan in the Progetto 46. The Progetto 46 is the auto-reloading Italian medium tank. He finds a Skorpion G, shoots him once, shoots him twice, will he get a third? Just gets the third one into the top of the turret of the premium Tier 8 German tank destroyer. Cops a damaging shot from the T-44-100 for 238 hit points, but he's already done 728 hit points of damage. Now, I'm not sure about these missions in these replays. Not sure if people are going to be getting these missions or not, but we'll see as we move along. He's already got 721 damage done, 178 assisted damage. He's got the full clip ready to rock and roll, and he's running the Italian food, the spaghetti and meatballs, spaghetti and meat sauce, I should say, to give him a little bit extra vision, a little bit better reload time, better aim time, all that kind of stuff. Now, lots of good players will do this. They'll do the run the food in these tanks to maximise their damage output, maximise their performance in the game, and all that kind of stuff. And I've found with some tanks, especially auto-loaders, auto-reloaders, light tanks, running food instead of a fire extinguisher you can make up, especially if you're buying them in advance at half price, which I strongly recommend people do. You can the money that you spend on the premium food, it pays for itself because you're performing better in game. Anyway, Huntsman from Daddy Clan. He's platooned up with his old mate Octopus 69 Minion in the SU-142. He's done 927 hit points of damage done so far. 317 assisted damage. I mentioned the mission. What's his mission? Again, his mission as he's reloading. His mission is... wrong button. I pushed the M instead of the N. His mission is to get 2,500 assisted damage and to also do 2,000 hit points of damage. This is his mission for number 11 for the Chimera, for the Coalition. And he's also on a mission to ram a higher tier vehicle. Well, he can't do that in this game because he's top tier. Well, it's a tier 7 and 8 game as he starts to smash a little bit of damage into the back of the P43 the tier 7 Italian medium tank. Shoots again towards, I think it was the T34-3. The score's 2-4. He's just kicking back here over on the central eastern part of the map. Not much happening. The other platoon, the Lorraine and the Progetto 46, the other platoon has been taken out. The score's 2-4. They're down by 2 tanks. Artillery takes an interest. Only takes him for 70 hit points, which will be pretty happy about. And he's dabbed the two kills, going for the premium ammunition, maybe for the Tiger P. More likely, probably thinking about the M4. The M449, the Tier 8 Premium French heavy tank, the one that can be challenging to penetrate sometimes. Talking about the gun, standard rounds, it's a 90mm gun. Standard rounds are 240 damage, 212 penetration. Premium's 259 penetration. Now, this is one of the more popular tanks in front lines because it's fast, it's nimble, you can get around the map, you can relocate, and of course being an auto reloader, you don't need to make that decision. If you're playing a traditional auto loader and you're thinking about reloading, you don't need to make that decision. You don't need to make that decision to if you've used half or more than half or less than half of your clip, you don't need to make that decision to reload your gun. Puts a couple of shots into the Tiger P. It looks like he's got some of the mission. He's got the 2,000 damage part of this mission. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna have a sneak peek at the result to see if he gets the assisted damage. The score's 6-7 as the AMX AC46 on his team gets taken out. A lot of interesting conversation happening on the in-game chat. I think Huntsman's playing on the Hong Kong server, and he's just about got a full clip loaded to try to get rid of at least one of these heavy tanks. The Tiger 1 will be the easiest one to penetrate. Shoots him twice, takes him down to a one-shot. There's a pulling back, waiting for his gun to reload. He's only got 7 premium rounds remaining, and bearing in mind he probably loaded those 7 shells. Thinking of this tank in particular, shoots him once, shoots him again, goes for a third, picks up the kill. No, he doesn't get the kill. The Skorpion got that kill. His damage up now to 3,500 damage, 1,166 assisted damage. That mission not looking too bad at all. Now, he's only got 4 premium rounds remaining. He's keeping the premium ones rocking and rolling. Maybe for the Tiger C, he could probably clip out the Tiger C when he's got a A couple of seconds to go now before the gun's reloaded, and he should be able to do this pretty easily. Shoots him once in the side, twice, cops one damaging shot, but that's okay because he unloads his whole clip, leaves him on 2% health. Artillery gets him, gets the Tiger C, and that Tiger C is very low hit points now. 8-8 the score. Huntsman from Daddy Clan in the Progetto 46, also reloading premium Italian medium tank, realises he's only got one premium round remaining, so he opts to go back to the standard rounds. He wants that clip. He's just about got one round ready to rock and roll. By the time he gets to this Leo, he should have enough to get rid of the tier 7 medium tank on 48% health now. Unfortunately, the Tiger C and the Panther on Huntsman team have both been taken out. Shoots at Leo twice, but he didn't have a full clip. He only had 2. And that's the challenge, I guess, with an auto reloader, similar to the IS3A. Although it works a little bit differently. Sometimes you've got to make the decision, do you shoot or do you wait until you've got more bullets up your sleeve? The Skorpion YOLOs for the kill on the Leo, and for the first time in this game they're winning now, 12-11. 2 artilleries on each team, only 1 heavy tank left on the enemy team. That's a Tiger 1, which Huntsman from Daddy Clan was absolutely smashing not too long ago. We know the Tiger 1's on pretty low hit points. He's going to go for, it is going to be a little bit of a flanking manoeuvre. Let's see, wonder where that Tiger 1 is now. Huntsman from Daddy going for a different point of view. The Skorpion is following up. That's a tier 7 Skorpion, not the Skorpion G. Is he going for the Tiger 1 or no? Maybe he's going for artillery. Let's have a look and see what he does. He knows that Tiger 1 is quite low. I think he got him down to not too much at all. Finds the SU-14-2 and says, rightio, you'll do. There's my first one. He's artillery has a crack at the SU-14-2, and now he finds a Crusader. Shoots him once, takes him down, uses it to a one-shot. Fast flies forward towards the British self-propelled gun on 30%. Now I've had a bit of a couple of issues with the replays, not showing hit points at all. The Skorpion kills the Tiger 1 quite easily up there, and that just leaves the tier 7 British artillery piece. He puts in the chat, well played to the Skorpion. There's the Crusader hiding there. He does get spotted. Is he going to settle for a little bit of assisted damage, or is he going to wait for the Crusader SP to crest? The Crusader fires. That's what he was waiting for. His friends shoot at him, and he says, no problems. Hold my beer. I've got this. The first one goes a little bit high. The second one picks up his second kill, brings his damage up to 5,500 hit points, and confirms the win, 15-11. 15-11's not too bad at all. Not too bad at all, especially after the way we started that game. That game, quite a few of his friends got blown apart pretty early on in that game. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for Huntsman. Huntsman from Daddy Clan. You also got the Spotter Medal for all that assisted damage. Hand of God for surviving and winning the game, having received damage from at least 4 different enemy tanks. And Bruiser Medal for doing some crew and internal modular damage. Duelist 5 for effect. He got some bonds for the Pascucci's, the Confederate, and the High Caliber for doing more damage than anybody else. 5,500 hit points of damage. 2 kills, 1629 base experience. He fired 33 shots, 28 hit, 24 penetrated. A little bit of it was sniped, but he also got nearly 1,500 assisted damage from. Even though he sniped at the start, he was smashing it towards the end. 155,500 credits. That's after tax with a premium account, despite using his. Looks like he's paying full price for consumables, but he had a personal reserve running there, which was worth nearly 80,000 credits, and still did okay, even firing gold. There you go. There you have it, folks. That was Huntsman from Daddy Clan in the Progetto 46. Game number 2 is featuring my old mate Jagdpanzer General. Jagdpanzer General in the Skorpion. Not to be confused with the Skorpion G. Now, we know I get confused pretty easily. There's the Skorpion with a C, which is a tier 7 American tiny tank destroyer. There's a Skorpion with a K, which is this bad boy, the German premium tier 8 tank destroyer. And there's a Skorpion G, which is exactly the same as this, with a different paint job. Same gun, same everything. Anyway, Jagdpanzer General in the Skorpion G. This is an all tier 8 game. He's got standard rounds loaded. It's a 128mm gun. 490 alpha damage, 246 penetration. With premium rounds, it's going to be 311. And is he on a mission? He's on a mission to ram. I don't think he's going to get a ram. And I don't know if he's going to get 8,000 damage either. Let's see how we go. Anyway, we're on this new map, the Empire's Border map. Well, it's not really anymore, is it? We're on the Empire's Border map. He's rolling up towards the 8-9 line, looking at the T-44 on the enemy team. It's not showing no signs of slowing down. Now, of course, the Rheinmetall Skorpion is it's not known. Oh, look at that! Did you see that? 888 hit points. I don't know. If you're superstitious, that's a lucky number in a lot of cultures. 888 hit points with the AMRAC. The head fell off the T-44. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. There you can see here as he drives past the wreck of the T-44. There's the hull. Where's the turret gone? Is the turret still around here? I'm not sure. The turret must be big. Maybe the turret's in a bush. Finds another T-44. Shoots him for 482 hit points. That's not too bad. The T-44 fires back but misses. Gets a shot into the ground. Now he's got 1,370 hit points done so far. Looking towards the T-44 on the enemy team. Now this is part of a platoon. And the other bloke that he got, the guy who lost his head. Is that the turret there? I think it's a shadow. There's a turret right there. Wow, there we go. That's not a bad, about 6 or 7 metres. Not a bad explosion. Anyway, Jagdpanzer General in the Skorpion G. He's helped to get rid of both of those T-44s. The platoon on the enemy team. There's an LTTB who's still part of that platoon who's still alive. But now Jagdpanzer General not content to sit back and snipe in the Skorpion. I shouldn't say Skorpion G. It's just the Skorpion. The only difference, it should be said, the only difference is the paint job. That's the only difference between the Skorpion G and the Skorpion. Gets some assisted damage in the Striv. The Striv shoots him, but doesn't damage him. His track seeker shot. I think the AMX is shooting that building because he's got that building between him and the Tier 8 premium French heavy tank. And the French heavy tank, instead of going after him, he's just shooting the buildings to try to get some clean. I don't know what the French heavy tank's trying to do. Anyway, Jagdpanzer General kills the Striv S1, another premium tank, the Swedish tank destroyer, and now he's going to have to. Now he's going to have a look at the AMX M449, the French premium heavy tank with armour, who's not willing to drive forward and fight Jagdpanzer General one-on-one. Jagdpanzer General climbing up the hill next. He's got a mark of excellence on that barrel, which tells me he knows what he's doing, and he's not getting that mark of excellence from sitting back sniping, not at all. Shoots the AMX M449 in the side of the head for 417 hit points. That brings his damage up to nearly 3,000. Also got 600 assisted damage. He'd love somebody to shoot this AMX. Maybe the Skorpion G who's behind him. I think he is, and the AMX is still looking another way. Is that a gap? He's thinking about it. You can see that he's thinking about it. It looks like he's maybe there. He's waiting for the reticle to turn green. If the reticle turns green, it should be a guaranteed penetration. 9 times out of 10 it will be, as long as you don't duff the shot, which I think he might have hit something other than what he was aiming at. There's one for 454 hit points. That's 454, slightly low roll, but not too bad. 9-7 is the score. Looking at the side of the head of this AMX, he just gave up, didn't he? Why did he not just drive in and fight him on his terms? Anyway, this is not a bad little position here for Empire's Border. I haven't seen this map for a while. Maybe I've got a flop. I'm not too sure. 3 kills to Jagdpanzer General in the Skorpion, the Tier 8 premium German tank destroyer. This is a Tier 8 premium tank extravaganza. That's right. We saw Huntsman in the Progetto 46. This is Jagdpanzer General, a pure gentleman, driving around in the Skorpion. This is the plain version, if you like, of the Skorpion G. The reason I say plain is because you can paint it whatever colour you like, and that's exactly what Jagdpanzer General has done. The tank looks pretty cool as he finds another Striv S1. Gets shot by it once, shoots him back, sets him on fire. Automatic fire extinguisher kicks in. Now that Striv did get him for 363, gets him again for 400, so he needs to make this shot count, and he does. Picks up his 4th kill, and that, my friends, is going to end that game. Let's have a look at the result before we move on to game number 3 in this Tier 8 premium tank extravaganza. That was Jagdpanzer General in the Skorpion, not the Skorpion G, the Skorpion, the plain version of the Skorpion G, the Rheinmetall Skorpion, Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Bruiser Medal, Demolition Expert for blowing the head off that T-44 at the start of the game, Duelist Fighter, Fight for Effect. He got a bond for the high caliber because he did more damage than anybody else. 4,500 hit points, 4 kills, 1,489 base experience, 12 shots fired, 11 hit, 10 penned. Can't complain about that. And of course, it wasn't all from the back of the map either, which is pretty cool. Nearly 65 credits. Nearly 65,000 credits. That's after tax with a standard account in that 5-minute game. Not too bad at all. Jagdpanzer General, high five. You absolute legend. Let's move on to game number 3 in this Tier 8 premium tank extravaganza. This is going to be Swizz, my old mate Swizz the Nomad. At least I think it is. Of course it is. This is Swizz the Nomad. I feel like I pushed the wrong button. This is Swizz the Nomad in the ELC EVEN 90. Another fun tank. Another fun tank indeed. It's a 3-shot auto-loading French premium light tank. You can see he's got, like I mentioned earlier. I mentioned food earlier, and this bad boy. Look at that, 3 marks of excellence on the gun barrel. Not to brag at all. He's on cliff. He's going straight for the middle of the map to get some pretty dank spotting. He's got the X on the back. X marks the spot. He spots the mouse gun. He's going to spot any more tanks. You often do spot half the enemy team going up there. Spots the 2 Conquerors there. They're in a platoon as well. But I don't think he got spotted at all. Now, the standard gun on this bad boy is 90mm, 220 alpha damage, 175 pen. That's with standard. 215 with APCR, which is premium. We mentioned food in the first battle, and I personally use food in every autoloader, in every light tank, just to maximise that vision, maximise that camouflage. He's sort of stopped here now. He's thinking about that Skoda, thinking, oh, I don't really want to take that Skoda on. The Skoda is down to half health though. He gets spotted, pulls back. Hopefully one of his teammates is going to shoot him, because I don't think he'll quite be able to clip out the Skoda Tier 9 Czech auto-loading medium tank with I'm not sure what took out the hit points. He's only on half health with the Skoda T50. Nobody's shooting him. There's plenty of backup here, plenty of guns back here, and Swizz is thinking, gee, I really hope somebody can get rid of this Skoda for me. Who knows? Now he's on a mission, which he's already got. He's not going to get that mission to stun stuff, so we won't worry about that. Somebody says hello to him in the chat. He's just kicking back here. He's trying to stay safe. Gets hit for 276 hit points from the Skoda T50, but something else. Gets 507 assisted damage. Now he may be able to clip the Tier 9 Czech, the Tier 9 Czech auto-loading medium tank if he's lucky. He won't have to now. Gets a bit more assisted, another 365 assisted damage, and now he owns the hill. He's the king of the hill now. 624 hit points left up his sleeve. 872 damage assisted done already. 3-1 is the score, and now that he owns the hill, he can hopefully he can do a bit of snipey stuff into the side of the STA1. This will be easy damage all day long. Shoots him twice, gets spotted, takes the punch, shoots him again to use his 3rd round out of the clip. Brings his damage up to 644, waits for the gun to load. Now this thing is a pretty fun tank to play. It certainly looks funny, and maybe that makes it even more fun to play. I'm not too sure. A little bit of aggro happening in the chat. I think my face is over that. It's and believe it or not, it's not from a dead guy. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, 3-3 is the score. This is Swizz from Mihi Clan. Swizz the Nomad. Now I met Swizz in Sydney, an absolute gentleman. He really was. Another 236 assisted damage into the mouse gun. It was that time. Looking over the top, considering peeking over, but probably knows all those tanks shooting him would be pretty painful. It would be pretty painful. That's for sure. Something's happening with the Type 4 is having a bit of a disagreement with somebody. Shoots towards the SDA again. The first shot doesn't land. The second and third go through though. That brings his damage up to 1106. Now needs to wait for that gun to reload. Now the reason I say this is a fun tank to play, apart from looking pretty cool, it's absolutely tiny. If you bring it up in your garage and then you bring up another normal sized tank, like a heavy or a medium or even a light, it's tiny compared to any other tank you've ever seen in your life. I don't think it's the smallest tank in the game, but at Tier 8 it's quite petite, I guess you could say. Oh, look at this. That'd be great if you could do that. Gets one shot into the back of the Conqueror. Now, he's only got 2 standard rounds remaining. Now, if he can, he'll want to empty that clip into the Conqueror if he can. And this is the first one doesn't go through. The third one does though for another 165. So it's not a massive alpha damage gun. 220 average. That last one was 165. That's got to be pretty low for as far as average rolls go, right? Got to get the coffee in before it goes cold. Swizz the Nomad from Mihi Clan in the ELC EVEN 90. This is our 3rd replay in our Tier 8 premium tank extravaganza. It's the ELC EVEN 90. As I mentioned, a very fun tank to play. Sees the KV4, shoots him once, twice, third time. Doesn't quite get the kill. Leaves him on 2%. Like I mentioned in the other game. This is an old client that I'm using. These are older replays. And it's not letting me change the way that these tanks are displaying their hit points without doing it with every single game. But anyway, so it shows percentages instead of hit points. I personally use hit points. But anyway, I'm not sure why the replays in the clients can be challenging at best. Just as the gun reloads, he says, "Hello, Mouskin. Hello, Mouskin, my old friend." Shoots him once, second time, doesn't land. Takes the reload, pulls back. Now, this is an absolute... I mentioned how fun this tank is to play. It's very small. The camo rating in this thing is spectacular. If you're running food like Swizz is, that's going to help your camouflage value, amongst other things. It's also going to help your reload time and all that kind of stuff like I always crap on about. But it's going to, if you've got a... You'd be crazy if you didn't have a camouflage crew. Of course, the food's going to make that even better. And if you can find a blade of grass, you'll be hidden from the enemy in that blade of grass if you get into it properly. Like these bushes that are around here, you can use them to minimise the chance of being detected. So it's the thing that makes this tank fun is it's quick, and you can sometimes get into positions where you can spot for your team, and you can get some crazy assisted damage rocking and rolling. But it is good to spot enemies unknown to them, if that makes sense. So they don't know that you're there. Puts a couple of shots into the mouse. Look out! He nearly... Oh, geez, be careful. Like, it is small, and if you fall down those rocks, you're not going to survive, that's for sure. 624 hit points left on the ELC EVEN 90. Swizz the Nomad from me, he's on 1 kill. 3,154 damage is racked up. It's just keeps just chipping away. 3,154 damage. Nearly 1,700 assisted damage. The T-34 goes down, and the advice in the chat continues to be colourful, I guess is the word I'm looking for. The Conqueror finally gets taken out by the Waffenträger Jagdpanzer 4, kicking back there in the sniping position, up there at A5. The Conqueror on 22%. He looks for a shot. Cops a damaging shot from the Conqueror. Knows he should be able to get the last 2 shots into him before the Conqueror reloads. Hoping that this is going to go through. I don't think it will. It doesn't. He's only got 16 rounds remaining. That's probably one consideration to take into. The Skorpion G looks like he's saying, "Rightio, I want that Conqueror." Look at that. The Skorpion G is going straight for the Conqueror. Swizz the Nomad coming back into the middle because the Type 4 heavy tank, who was in the middle, has been killed, taken out, and the Type 4 heavy tank now letting his teammates know in no uncertain terms that he's not too happy with their performance. 12-8 is the score. Swizz the Nomad on 1 kill. 3,369 hit points of damage. Nearly 1,700 assisted. He's got a full clip loaded, rock and roll, ready to go. The chat continues to provide entertainment for me anyway. Hopefully my face is covering it, because some of the words are words that you probably wouldn't say around the dinner table. Looking for the T-25 Pilot 1 and the E-75. They're the last 2 tanks remaining on the enemy team. You can see the T-62A is coming around this crevice, and there's the E-75 on full health. I think he's sort of been stuck there, but people are shooting him now, and so Swizz puts 1 shot into the turret. Make it 2. Third time, 3 out of 3 ain't bad. Not too bad at all. Brings his damage up to over 4,000 hit points. Still 1,700 assisted damage. There goes the E-75, killed by the Skorpion G, and the last tank remaining is the T-25 Pilot. Last spotted, it's right here where we are. I think he must have gone all the way to the back of the map, and that's why Swizz the Nomad is hungry. He's hungry for sure. He's looking for, he knows this might be an ace. He's getting ready to send me the message with the replay. There's the T-25 Pilot back over there. Look out, there he is on the other side of the lighthouse. How he got all the way there? Geez, he got pretty lucky for Swizz not to spot him over there. Swizz is flying now. I told you this tank was fast. Shoots him once, down to 32 hit points. He's got 2 rounds remaining. Shoots him again. Gets killed by the T-25 Pilot 1, but he did his job. He did his job for sure. Gets him down to a one-shot, down to 17% health. That'll be 1 or 2 shots for the tanks remaining. The T62A confirms the kill and a comfortable win in the end, 15-9. It wasn't looking like a massive victory. It wasn't looking like that at all. But Swizz the Nomad certainly did his part in that one. Let's have a look at the result before we move on to our fourth and final replay in today's Tier 8 Premium Tank Extravaganza. That was an ace. No surprise there. The Spotter Medal, Bruiser, Fire for Effect, Swizz the Nomad in the ELC Even 90. 4,526 hit points of damage. The Borsig got second highest. This is a Tier 10 game, don't forget. There's only a couple of them, but there were Tier 10s in this game. The T62A and the Object 277 not having their best go. The T62A did all right with 3.8, but the Tier 8s leading the damage and the score. 1,447 base experience, 28 shots fired, 24 hit, 20 pent, nearly 1,700 assisted damage, and he even made 118,000 credits. That's after tax. With a premium account, you can see that he paid 0 credits for his consumables, which tells me that Swizz is probably doing the right thing and buying up big on the consumables when they're half price, which is exactly what you should do. And even though he was firing some premium ammunition, he still made 118,000 credits after tax in that 10-minute game. That's with a premium account. And even if you take into account 10,000 credits for the premium consumable, it's still making over 100,000 credits. You can't complain about that, not at all. There was a personal reserves though for 70,000, which always sort of helps. Rightio, this is the fourth and final replay. This is Ravvi, the re-roll seagull. I wonder who that might be. From what university, clan? Check him out on Twitch and YouTube down below, as well as the wonderful things that what university are doing. Links for that down below again. Now, Ravvi featured the other day in the IS2M, ISM2, something like that. Anyway, this is the IS3A. This is another auto reloader. This is a reverse or inverse auto reloader. So unlike the Progetto mod, the Progetto 46 that we saw Huntsman driving around with, the Progetto, the more shells you have up your sleeve, the quicker the reload. And this is sort of, you've got the clip ready to go, you can unload the clip, but when you've emptied all 3, the first one will reload the quickest, the last one will reload the slowest, which is the opposite to what the Italian auto reloader does. Now the Panther 8.8, he's just had a hard time there. 1,265 hit points of damage to Ravvi, and it only cost him 4, and that was at the 8G shot. The Panther 8.8 resorted to 8G pretty early in the game. Might as well just give up. Anyway, it looks like he has. 1 zip is the score. Ravvi, the re-roll seagull from what university? In the IS3A. As mentioned, when your clip's empty, the first one to load is the quickest. Unlike the Italian, when the Italian Progetto 46 is empty, look at that jump. Did you see that jump? When the Italian is got an empty clip, the first one to reload is the slowest. Anyway, the T32 shoots Ravvi for 308 hit points, so he pulls back. Gets a little bit better cover than he had. He's sort of hulled down. Looks at the back of the T71. There you go. Somebody else killed the T71. Ravvi kills the IS3A for his second kill. Brings his damage up to 2,288 hit points. The T32. Just kicking back there. Here comes a VK100 01P. Ravvi's got APCR loaded. Now, APCR in this tank is standard. 390 alpha damage, 221 penetration, 270 penetration with the heat rounds. Now, 3 shots of 390 hit points at tier 8 is pretty cool, especially when you've got the rear end of a T32. The same T32 that shot Ravvi not too long ago. He's got 2 rounds, so he puts 2 rounds into the T32, brings him down to 22% health. 6-1 is the score. 2 kills to Ravvi, the re-roll seagull from what university clan. Check him out on Twitch and YouTube. Links will be down below. Gets the kill on the T32 for kill number 3, and that brings the score back to 8-1. Waiting for that Russian gun to reload. I think that VK's a one shot, and Ravvi will be licking his lips. Saying, I want that one shot. Right in the... Oh, he bounces! I don't know. I thought it was Russian. Russians don't bounce, do they? Who knows? This is our last replay in the extravaganza. It didn't bounce him the second time. 4 kills to Ravvi. 3,719 points of damage done so far. He's on the way to an ace. He's already getting the message ready for Get On Board Studio. Stewie, I reckon I've got another ace for you, mate. This will be absolutely epic. Might be as big as his 2000 base experience game the other day. That was pretty fantastic, I reckon. But still, this is the Tier 8 Premium Tank Extravaganza. Ravvi the Reroll Seagull in the IS3A, but also reloading Russian heavy tank. Where are these enemy tanks? Look at that! What's going on there? It looks like a sail. Is this World of Warships? I don't know. What the hell is going on? He finds the artillery, finally drops the sail, shoots the artillery once. The artillery is running away like his life depends on it. And here is, oh, no problems. Shoots him once. You're going to get another shot off for his 5th kill. That's his 5th kill. Will he get a top gun out of this? No, he won't. 15-2. That was a pretty quick game. 15-2. A bit of a whitewash, but not a bad one to wrap up this Tier 8 Premium Tank Extravaganza. Let's have a look at the result. Before we wind up today's video, that's Ravvi the Reroll Seagull in the IS3A, the auto-reloading, or the reverse, or the inverse auto-reloading Russian heavy tank. The easiest way to explain it is when your clip's empty, the first one loads quickest. When your clip's empty in the Italian, it's the other way around. When your clip's got 2 shots left, that one is going to load quicker. I get confused. What's the first one? Is the first one you shoot and then that one reloads, or when you empty the first one through? I can't explain it. When you've already got some up your sleeve in the Italian, it's quicker. When your gun's empty in the Russian, it's quicker. The first one is quicker. Anyway, that was an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for Ravvi the Reroll Seagull. What a legend. The Bruiser Medal, Duelist, Fighter, Fight for Effect. He got a Bond for the High Caliber. Missed out on the Top Gun by 1 kill. 5 kills, 1,493 base experience, 4,734 damage done. Got a little bit of assisted damage, bit of damage blocked by armor. Absolutely carried that one. The guy who came second got less than half what Ravvi did as far as damage goes. And with experience as well. Even the guys that came second on experience got less than half of his experience. 66,500 credits, that's after tax, with a standard account in a game that went for just over 4 minutes. Don't forget to check out Ravvi on Twitch. Don't forget to check out What University as well. Massive thanks to Ravvi. Swizz the Nomad from Mihi Clan. Jagdpanzer General in the Skorp, and Huntsman from Daddy in the Progetto M35 Mod 46. Thanks again for all the replays, lads. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care and see you all next time.